Understanding the forbidden practices in the Bible offers insight into the values and principles that God intended for His people to follow. These practices are clearly outlined, providing a moral framework meant to guide behavior and foster a community that aligns with God's will. This framework is not just historical, but continues to hold relevance for anyone seeking to live a life pleasing to God. Here's a look at some of these key forbidden practices and their significance. Idolatry. Idolatry is strictly prohibited because it involves placing other gods or material objects above God. This practice distracts from the worship and reverence that should be directed solely towards Him. By avoiding idolatry, individuals ensure their devotion remains pure and undivided, aligning their lives with God's expectations. Murder. The sanctity of life is a fundamental principle, and the prohibition against murder underscores its importance. Taking a life is seen as a direct violation of God's creation and His commandments. This rule not only preserves societal order, but also promotes respect and love for one another. Adultery. Adultery breaches the sacred covenant of marriage, which is designed to mirror the faithful relationship between God and His people. Faithfulness in marriage promotes trust, stability, and a strong family foundation, which are essential for a healthy community. Theft. Stealing is forbidden as it disrupts the trust and integrity within a community. Respecting others' property rights is crucial for maintaining harmony and fairness. By avoiding theft, individuals show respect for their neighbors and uphold justice. Bearing false witness. Truthfulness is a core value in maintaining justice and trust within any community. Bearing false witness not only harms the person being lied about, but also undermines the judicial system and societal trust. Promoting honesty helps to build a community based on integrity. Covetousness. Coveting, or desiring what belongs to others, leads to discontent and potential harm to relationships. By focusing on gratitude and contentment, individuals can avoid the pitfalls of jealousy and resentment, fostering a community of generosity and peace. Witchcraft and sorcery practices, like witchcraft and sorcery, are forbidden because they involve seeking power and knowledge outside of God. Such practices can lead to deception and a departure from trusting God's provision and guidance. Staying away from these practices ensures reliance on God alone. Dishonoring parents. Honoring one's parents is fundamental in creating a respectful and cohesive family unit. This command promotes generational respect and ensures the transmission of values and traditions that align with God's teachings. Unjust weights and measures. Using dishonest scales or measures is explicitly forbidden as it represents cheating and exploitation. Fairness in trade and business practices is essential for trust and justice in the community, reflecting God's desire for honesty. Cursing the deaf or tripping the blind. Cursing the deaf or placing obstacles before the blind are seen as cowardly acts that exploit another's weakness. Such behavior is condemned as it goes against the principle of loving one's neighbor and showing compassion. Blasphemy, or showing disrespect for God's name, is a serious offense. It undermines the reverence due to God and reflects a heart that does not honor Him. Upholding the sanctity of God's name is crucial for maintaining a relationship of respect and worship. Cross-dressing. Cross-dressing is forbidden as it blurs the distinctions between the sexes, which God created with purpose and intent. Respecting these distinctions honors God's design and order.